Hello everyone. Welcome to the CWASP or the Certified Web Application Security Professional course. The course is designed in a way where there is equal measure of theory with live demonstrations to understand the concepts better. In this course we will start with understanding web applications, their types and their architecture. We will see how a client makes a request for information or resource from web servers using HTTP. We will get to understand the basics of HTTP and different request methods of HTTP protocol. These request methods are also referred to as HTTP verbs, and attackers can tamper these HTTP verbs if the application or web server is not configured securely, to do some crazy stuff like bypassing the authentication mechanism in a web application. We will then take a look at HTTPS or HTTP over SSL, TLS. Moving forward, we will see how to intercept request using Burp Suite. What is Burp Suite? Burp Suite is a tool built in Kali which does quite a few things. We will cover them during the duration of the course. We will then move to understanding web application vulnerability and pen testing. Now, you will ask this question, that in this age where application developers are so security conscious and organizations are spending billions of dollars on security infrastructure, do we still have vulnerable web applications? Well, the answer is yes, we do. And that brings us to understand what are the security risks that permeate in an application, making them vulnerable to attacks. We will look at a few case studies of some such successful attacks and the impact they had. When we say that web applications are vulnerable, what do you mean by this term vulnerable? It means some weakness or a flaw in the application design or code that an attacker can exploit. Now there are organizations that work to assimilate these vulnerabilities so that they can be understood, their impact can be understood, and the risk of these vulnerabilities can be computed by the ease with which they can be exploited and the impact or damage they can cause to the application or business, the core idea being that they can then be mitigated. Owasp, or the Open Web Application Security Project, is one such organization. Owasp is a non-profit organization which consists of members ranging from application development companies, information security organizations to individual application developers and information security researchers. These members contribute to Owasp by monitoring the vulnerabilities that manifest within an application and rank them based on the risk score. So, higher the risk scores, higher the rank. The risk score is computed based on some objective parameters and some subjective parameters. The Owasp Top 10 is a report that is periodically published with these vulnerabilities ranked from 1 to 10. We will look at the Owasp Top 10 and beyond. When we talk about mitigation, organizations nowadays want to be more proactive than being reactive to web applications security. Proactive means breaking down the application functionality, visualizing how these functionalities can be compromised by using the threat agents and exploiting the vulnerability. This technique, known as threat modeling, is widely used by organizations in imbibing a secure software development lifecycle to inculcate security measures at every stage of software design and development. Of late, DevSecOps is coming into its own. We will see DevSecOps against Secure SDLC. By the end of this course, what will you achieve? You will have an in-depth knowledge of the different vulnerabilities that may be present in a web application, attack vectors that can be used to exploit these vulnerabilities, and finally, as a security analyst, how to mitigate these vulnerabilities. Let's dive in and move forward. Let us first understand about applications, web applications and its different types. Let's begin with understanding applications.